We are here in the closet after a long, well, not really a long weekend.
Well, I mean, it was long in the sense of it was.
Hours awake.
Yeah, it wasn't any days long. We didn't get a long weekend, like an extra day. It was just we didn't sleep a lot. Let's just put it that way.
We did not sleep a lot.
We went hard in the paint. I told Brooke I went hard in the paint. She didn't know what that meant.
Yeah, she said something in the car, and I was like, I didn't feel like explaining it to her.
Oh.
So I let her. I just drove. I was just ready to get home.
Yeah. So we talked about this before, to my little reunion thing, which was so much fun. But
it was fun.
We ate a lot. We drank a lot. We didn't get a lot of sleep.
Not a lot of sleep.
We covered a lot of ground. We saw a lot of people. We did a lot of things. We went a lot of places.
We did.
And it was fun. Had a good time. I don't regret any of it. Do I regret any of it?
I don't know. I don't think you do.
I don't either. We got there Friday night. We went, we usually go to the Halloween haunt, which you all heard me whine and moan and groan and give Jeff a terribly hard time about. And guess whose idea it was to really not go this year and let's just do something low key?
Huh.
Mine. Well, here's the thing. Last year when we went, we told you it was cold, windy, and I looked at the weather and it was going to be like in the low 40s. And I just didn't want to waste my money. Unless it's like high 40s, like high 40s or above, I would consider.
Yeah, low 40s with some wind possibly coming in.
So we opted to not. So we went and ate our favorite pizza.
That's right.
Which is La Rosa's. And when I say we ate pizza, I mean...
Oh my gosh, we ate way too much.
We ate pizza. And we went bowling. And see,
we did.
My friend Virgil is... Excuse me. I don't know what's happening. I better not be getting sick. You're going out of town.
Be careful.
My friend Virgil is a...
He's a bowler, man. He's a ball bowler.
It serious. He has his own balls. Well, naturally.
He does. And
he has his own balls. But he has
I like
his own
balls, though. They spoil me.
Oh, my. Virgil's balls spoil you?
Yes. He has 3 of them, and they're used for different things.
Okay, his bowling balls we're talking about.
Right.
3 types of bowling balls. Like, that did different things. I thought they all were the same. You just had to work them different with your hands.
No, you do work them different. You throw them a little different because one is it's like for extreme spin. Like you spin it, you take it out to the side. Like I'd throw it to the right.
Yeah.
And once it starts to break in, it just cuts in fast.
Uh-huh.
The other one, the middle one, is more for no spin. It's more just to roll it straight at something, right? So if you have one pin in the corner and you want to just roll it straight.
Right.
And then the other one's kind of in between.
Okay, but here's my question.
You just
We're not going to stay much on this subject because no one cares, I don't think. But I do want to ask this question. So on these special balls that Virgil has.
Right.
And he doesn't, and you don't, because you use his balls when you bowl.
I do. I love using his balls.
You all don't put your fingers in the holes, but yet there's holes. Why?
No. He sometimes doesn't put all his fingers in the hole. I always put 2 fingers in the 2 holes, but I don't put my thumb hole in.
Oh.
Because I like to cradle it.
I didn't think you all put your fingers in the holes.
Yeah, barely put my 2 fingers in. I don't even go down to the first knuckle.
Oh.
Get your mind in the gutter with me. So I get them almost, and then I hold it in my palm and I cradle it. That way, when I go and I throw it, I can come up and my fingers will slide out quickly.
All right.
And then it spins
so we did that and it was fun. I didn't do so well.
You did well.
It was the second game I did.
Yeah.
Or the third game. I don't remember what it was. Anyway, we did that and then we crashed. We went back and had Virgil's. Virgil makes a special drink. We already told you about that. So we had those. And Saturday was the big day.
Saturday was the big day.
Of course, we had Waffle House, because who doesn't have Waffle House when there's a Waffle House around? Especially if you don't have a Waffle House. Like, if you have a Waffle House in your area, you're like, what is their problem with Waffle House? Like, why do they always go? Why do they always talk about it? Well, because we don't have one.
Yeah, it wasn't as big of a deal when we lived in Atlanta and we had them right outside our neighborhood.
Right, exactly.
But now that we never get it anymore.
I know, I love that. Then we went and worked out, let me explain our workout.
Oh, boy.
Jeff.
I was paying for all that food.
Oh, we went to Shake Shack on Friday.
Oh, we did.
On our way
took
in.
our time, too.
Went through Lexington. I had a burger, half a bun, and some fries. Jeff had his whole burger, all the fries, and a milkshake.
It was so freaking good.
And then we had pizza that night. And then Waffle House. And so when we wake up on Saturday morning, just like my stomach, like I have indigestion. Okay, it's
I was
churning,
dying.
it's hurting, and I'm like, when we go to Waffle House, why don't you just go low key, like just get like some eggs or something, maybe a piece of toast, something like that, maybe bacon, but I don't even know. So we get to Waffle House, and he's like, I just need the I'll have some eggs and order a bacon. And he kept going on, and she was like, why don't you just get the All-Star? And he said, what is that? And she was like, it's eggs, bacon, hash browns, biscuits and gravy, or
a waffle.
And he's like, yeah, I'll have that. And I'm like, dude, like, really?
You know my philosophy. You attack.
He attacked it.
You attack the stomach, you force it through, you force out any issues, and then you move from there. It didn't work out for me, though.
No, because the whole workout, I did my workout, and he was in the bathroom. Like, I would look over, and you'd be doing, like, an exercise, and then you'd be gone for, like, 20 minutes.
Yeah. I'm not a public pooper. I'm just not. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. And I never have bathroom problems, really, because my diet, I do the intermittent fasting, so I don't eat for 16 hours a day, and then when I do eat, it's not a ton. Like, I'll eat a sandwich, I'll eat maybe a sweet potato or something, but it's not like a bunch of bad carbs. Like, it's not like a whole pizza and greasy burger and fries. So my stomach was like, what in the hell?
Well, I mean, but the thing
are you doing to me?
I ate some of the same stuff, and my stomach was fine. So
yeah, but I think you have a little more self-control of not gorging. You don't seem to gorge.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I don't gorge. I didn't have the sweets that you had. I didn't probably eat as much as you did, but I ate the same foods, is what I'm saying. Like, I ate the exact same foods minus Waffle House foods.
I've always had those issues.
But anyway, our stomachs are different. It's not a big deal. So anyway, we got all that figured out, and then I had to go shopping. Okay. I already told you all that I don't like to shop. Period. Don't like to shop. But I needed to find something to wear to this thing, this reunion thing. I had brought something, but I wasn't happy with it. We had time. It was a nice day out, so we went to this outdoor, like, shopping area, mall, whatever, and found something in Lerner, New York, which we don't have. New York and Company. Why did I call it Lerner? That's, like, so way 90s. New York and Company. I found a cute outfit, but I thought I maybe could do better because I kind of wanted a dress. I kind of had my heart set on a dress. So we go to Dillard's, and we pick out all these dresses. I have, like, a handful of dresses to try on. And Jeff was like, how about this one? And I looked at it. I was like, it's long sleeves. It looks like it's too long, whatever, but I'll try it on. So we get in there. I try on them all. I'm down to the last two. The first three I tried on I didn't like. So then I try this one on. And mind you, most of the time lately, well, no, let me say this again. Most of the time, let me start over. In the past, the majority of the time, I could wear a small. If it comes small, medium, large, okay? Right. In the past. Here recently, smalls have not been fitting me up top, not midsection area, but up top, because I guess it's where I put on a little bit of muscle. Not that much, but I mean, I guess a little bit matters.
Your back and shoulders.
My sleeves are too tight. Well, anyway, so I put this dress on, okay, and I as I'm putting it over my head, I can feel, ooh, Ange, this isn't probably going to work. But my mind's telling me, damn it, you're still in a size small. You're going to get this on.
Right.
You're not putting that medium on. Not that medium's bad, but it's just for me. It would be an upsize for me, okay?
Right.
It's just a mental thing. So I get it down, and I get it like just past my boobs, and I get stuck. It's a dress, okay? Mind you, Jeff's in the dressing room with me. Why? I don't know, but
because nobody was manning the place. I thought I might score.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't know.
Okay, no. When I'm focused on doing something, I'm not. If I'm cleaning or doing something, you can't interrupt. I'm in the zone, and I'm doing something I don't want to do, so I'm not going to likely pause for a commercial break.
I could have taken full advantage with you stuck in that dress and nothing on underneath, like nothing.
Yeah, you could have.
Could have really just said, you know what, you just hang in right there for a minute.
But I was literally stuck, and so Jeff had to come and pull. I had to pull my arms straight over my head, and the funny thing is, where I just have this nose piercing. I've been bumping it a lot, and when I bump it, a blood bubble comes up, and it looks awful, and it takes forever to heal, and I just got it looking good again, and I'm like, watch my nose, don't bump my nose, and I'm sure it sounds really weird out there. I'm
Probably sounded real weird.
Take this over my head, but don't bump my nose. Oh my gosh, I'm stuck.
And you should see us, because I'm pulling on it upward, and she's like letting all of her body weight just fall to the ground as we're trying to get it loose, and it's like you can kind of hear the seams like ripping a little bit, but they didn't, because we'd stop and put some butter in there.
We did not put butter.
Rub butter all over you.
But look, I did. I'm not going to lie. Had my hands up. Like he said, it was like dead weight. I was like falling to the ground, and while he was pulling up, and I heard it rip a little.
Yeah.
I feel kind of bad.
No, it wasn't. I looked at it.
Oh my gosh.
It was fine.
So then
You just stretch the seams.
I'm like, I really like this dress. I want to try it on, so go get me the medium. So I go get the medium, and the same thing almost happened. I got it on, and I got it pulled down, and I looked at it, and I liked it.
Right.
But I knew I wasn't going to be 100% comfortable. But he had to help me get that one off, too. That's how tight this dress was up at the top.
It was weird at the top.
I don't know if it was
because even
the
the
way...
small one was going to fit you like below the breastises.
Yeah. I don't know. So anyway, that was that. I got stuck in a dress. And
then I found the dress, the banging dress.
Oh yeah,
that you actually.
So yeah, the dress
bought.
that I know you were doing something on your phone whenever I told that story. So Jeff showed me this dress, and I was like, I'll try it on anyway. Well, I tried on. Long story short, it is actually the dress I picked. I liked it the best. I got a lot of compliments out of it, and it looked good. So Jeff did a good job. He picked out my jewelry as well.
I picked it all out, man.
Yes.
I'm a stylist. I think that's what they are when they dress people.
Right.
A stylist.
A
I made you
stylist.
look banging.
Stylist.
Hottest lady in Cincy that night. All thanks to me.
All thanks to you. So that's the dress I bought. And we went to the thing, the reunion.
We did.
And it was so much fun to see people I haven't seen since, I don't know, some of them since middle school.
It's been a minute, I'd say. I mean...
Yeah. And the first person I see when I walk in, I immediately remember. And I immediately remember a lot of these people, like, by their face. Like, I look at them and I'm like... Some of them I know exactly their name because maybe I was really close with them. And some of them I'm like, oh yeah, that person was familiar. Some of them, though, I did not recognize at all. But they totally knew who I was, what my life was doing, and what was going on with me. And you know why?
You're a social media beast.
No, because of social media. I'm not saying that. Because of Facebook. They knew who you were. You know, I introduced Jeff as my husband. Like, oh, I know, we see him on your social media and things like that. So it was really kind of nice. Where if you didn't have social media, you would walk into that situation probably a little bit more intimidated because maybe you haven't seen.
Yeah, you get to preview people.
Now there's some that that aren't on social media I haven't seen in years.
The weird thing for me is like I've seen for years like there's one lady that I've seen for years liking things or
right.
commenting and I didn't. You know how you don't know how you know everybody on
right.
Facebook. You just know that. You have friends in common or whatever.
Right.
So I guess she followed me. I followed her back. And I get there and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. You're a Kentucky person. You were in Angie's
right.
class. I didn't even know. I didn't know if it was like someone maybe that knew a friend of a friend or what.
Right.
It's just weird when you're there
right.
and you realize, oh,
mm-hmm.
you're following me because
right.
you're Angie's friend from middle school, grade school, whatever it was.
Right.
But I thought that was kind of wild to like see people that I recognize their face, but I wasn't going to put them in this group.
Right, right. And another thing that was weird for me about this reunion, and this is I think this is so funny, and I don't know why I think this is funny, but it is. So imagine, you go through middle school and some of high school with these people. Your husband doesn't know who they are, so naturally you have ex-boyfriends, right? So there was this guy there that, I mean, it wasn't like a major boyfriend of mine. Like I had two that I was more exclusive with for a longer period of time before I moved, but they weren't there. But this one guy I did have a relationship with, if you have a relationship in 8th grade. I think it was 8th grade. Yeah, I think it was 8th grade. But we dated for a while, and I always have told Jeff about him and told him what I called him, okay? I don't know if I should say his name on here.
Probably not.
I'm not going to.
Let's not.
Because it's okay, so I called him a certain thing, and it's really kind of funny. I wish I could, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, it's not appropriate.
But the person's going to know if they ever listen. But that's okay. It is what it is. It happens.
Well, no, it's okay.
And
everything's cool now.
I'm still mad about it. Well, yeah, I mean, but when this happens to a girl, it holds on for. So guys, listen up. So we're dating. We're in 8th grade. You know, we're whatever you do in 8th grade, whatever. We had some physical interactions, but nothing major. Nothing major at all. You know, holding hands, a kiss, but nothing like major.
Right.
Well,
right.
he wanted to take it major.
Right, of course.
And I'm not saying like sex. I'm saying other things.
Major in 8th grade in the 90s.
But that I didn't want to do.
Not major in 5th grade in the 2019 where you're probably blowing people and who knows what.
Okay, that's okay. So we were going down the street. He was on his skateboard because he was a skater. Okay.
Skater die, bro.
Skater die. And he asked to do that, and I said, no, I'm just not comfortable with that. He was like, well, then we're no longer together. I'm breaking up with you. I'm like, really? Right now, right here? I mean, just because of that? He said, yep, and went on down the street. Well, that scarred me for life. Like, you don't, like, really?
You wouldn't put out. That's why you put out so much after that, I guess.
No, it's not. I did not. So I called him a certain thing the rest of my life. So here's the funny thing. I told Jeff this story. He already knew the story. And when Virgil was going over the people who were coming, he said his name, and I said, "Oh, Jeff, this is gonna be funny." Well, this guy walks in. I immediately know who he is because he hasn't changed a bit, other than aged, just like we all have. But I would know him out of a crowd who it was, and he came over to me immediately. I think I'm the first person he came to because
it was, yeah.
But I didn't really. I introduced Jeff by his first name, but I guess Jeff didn't.
I don't remember names anyway.
Two and two together.
You have to read.
So it was Buddy for Jeff probably,
all night long. I didn't know who anybody was other than the people that I know that I've partied with before.
So he stood there, talked to us for a long time. Well, then Jeff and a bunch of guys started playing shuffleboard, and I look over and I'm like, well, this is hilarious. Jeff and this guy I'm talking about are on the same side of the shuffleboard, just chatting it up.
Yeah.
Just getting along, chatting it up, and I'm like, this is ironic. So it was really weird to sit there and see that, and to see all these people that I grew up with since kindergarten, first grade, most of them, went all through grade school, all through middle school with, and were pretty tight with a lot of them. And then, my husband, gelling with them, and, hanging out. It's just so weird.
It was fun, man. I just get in there.
Yeah. No, it's so nice for me to be able to go about reconnecting with people and not having to Jeff follow me around like a little puppy, and I have to worry about him, being left alone or feeling left out. I mean, he was talking to everybody.
I don't even think I was around you most of the night.
No, I don't
reunion.
think you were.
I was over there. I got those guys together. I was like, let's play some freaking shuffleboard.
Yeah.
And then I dominated. I was undefeated.
So Jeff and my
friend
John, who I was good friends with all through grade school and middle school, they were undefeated in the shuffleboard. So it was pretty fun.
We had a blast. He was very, very excited to be undefeated.
Yeah.
He hugged me several times.
Well, that's great.
He's pumped.
That's great.
Yeah, he was loving it. Winning is pretty fun.
Winning is fun. And Virgil lost, and he is not a good loser.
He was not happy.
He's very competitive.
He had that game. They were beating us. We were playing to 21.
Right.
They're beating us 13-0. Then they were beating us 17-2.
That's a heck of a comeback.
And then all of a sudden it was 17-13.
That's a heck of a comeback.
Right? And then it's 20-13. And I'm up.
Right.
And your boy next to me, he's not very good.
Okay. Yeah.
And I knew I had him. But they were, they're dominating. They're up 20-13.
Right.
And then guess what? Jeff slides in a 7. 21-20. Game, set, match. Next.
Oh my gosh. So there was that. Which was fun. So then some of us went, Ubered over to some bars in Cincinnati.
Yeah, what's that area called? It's down by the stadium. You get out right at the baseball stadium, and it's got that street blocked off with all the bars and restaurants.
I forget what it's called.
It's freaking awesome.
But we went to Tin Roof, which we always go there, which I don't know why I like it. It's just very loud. I do like it. But every
it's a big college scene.
There's
a lot of college kids there.
That's what I was going to say. Every time we roll up in there, every time we go there, which we go there most of the time we go to Cincinnati, every time we roll up in there, we are probably the oldest there.
Oh, yeah. I like Jefferson Social because there's no cover. It's Jefferson Social. Which is nice.
Anyway, but Tin Roof, it's crazy. Loud.
Oh, it's loud. There's a live cover
music.
Band. Which is
great.
Cool. I love fun. That. Yeah. But you can't really hear each other.
So a group of us went over there, and a couple in the group were really getting
oh, it's fun
into
to people
dancing.
watch.
It was fun. A few brides showed up, in their wedding gowns.
Oh yeah.
Which was weird to me. If I get it, if you're not going to leave right away for your honeymoon, going to a bar makes sense. Going to a bar in some sort of wedding attire makes sense. But in your full-on wedding gown, I would have a party dress and still wear my veil, maybe. Like, look, y'all, I just freaking got married. But I'm not going to roll up into a bar where there is... I walked to the bathroom, and there was so much alcohol spilled on the floor.
Right.
That my
rough.
feet were sticking to it. I walked into the bathroom. I don't know if the guy's bathroom was like this. Well, I know that probably wasn't like this, some of it. But there was, like, tampon wrappers on the floors. And, like...
Yeah, it's a bar, club, whatever.
No, I've been into clubs and I've been into bars, and this bathroom was probably wrecked more than any that I've seen.
There's a lot of people there.
There's multiple girls in the same stall. I'm just like, okay, I'm the oldest one in the bathroom, and I'm not that old. I'm 40 something. I'm 43. I'm not that old.
Yeah.
So
And
anyway,
like the dad was there. It looked like the older dad and the mom. You see them?
oh, they did come in. They were older than us, I
Yeah.
think.
They were much older. Yeah.
So we did that, and then we went to Jefferson Social, and that's when it got fun.
That's when we
For
had
me.
a lot of fun.
But we were only there for like an hour. We should have
Well, they
rolled
shut
over
it
there.
down,
So
man.
we
That's-
always shut it down there.
That's what I said. I said I like it over there better. I'd have rather gone there the whole night.
Me too. I think me too.
I mean, I like Tin Roof, but
like for a drink.
just have a drink.
But then you gotta pay.
You don't want to go in if you gotta pay the cover.
We go in and they're checking IDs because we were with two younger girls, of age girls, but younger girls, that Virgil's kid and her friend. And they, of course, carded them. They didn't card Kim. They didn't card Virgil. They didn't card Jeff. They carded me and
He was flirting with you.
screamed out fake.
He was flirting with you.
Why did he card me?
He's eyeballing you. Because he wanted to say it's fake. Like, he wanted to
He
say
looked
you're
at it, he
too
was
young.
like, fake. I was like, what are you talking about? And he started laughing and gave it back to me.
Yeah.
But he didn't card you guys.
That's because he was hitting on you. He was flirting with you.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was clearly flirting with you.
See, I don't look at that as flirting.
Right.
I look at that as... I don't know what
Just
I look
get
at
me
that
in the
as.
building.
Anyway, so we go to Jefferson Social, like I said, and
We dance.
oh my gosh. So first of all, Jeff and Kim are outside talking, and they weren't coming in yet. And Virgil went to get me a drink, and his daughter and his daughter's friend, which again are of age to party. And the three girls, so I'm standing there with two, like a 21-year-old and a 22-year-old,
Right.
and me.
Right.
This young guy walks out for the bathrooms, like I'm talking like 20-something, and like looks over at us, and I wish you all could see me, but like, you know where like you point to your eyes, then you point to somebody else's eyes, like I see you?
Yeah.
He did that to me from afar, and then he walked over to me and just fell into me. And I was like, okay, well, obviously he was drunk because,
Right,
I mean,
right.
like really. And he's holding on to me and like hugging into me, and then his girlfriend comes out.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy. She didn't say anything to me. I think she knew.
He was hammered.
And I was like, I just, and she like pulled him over, and he kept looking at me and like trying to walk towards me, which made it worse. And I'm like, I'm sorry.
Probably would, yeah.
And so the 21-year-old and the 22-year-old I'm with, they're laughing. She's kind of looking at me, and I'm like, I'm seriously sorry. Like, I did not do anything. And she pushed him up against the wall, and she was yelling at him. And that's when
She
Jeff
was
walked
yelling
up.
at him when I got there.
Jeff walked up, and she's yelling, and Nariah said, do you know what just happened? And she told Jeff the story. So funny. Like, I don't...
It was great.
It was great. And then what else happened? There was two more. There's two more instances.
We were just having a blast. We were like, just the music was bumping. We're dancing around. Everybody's laughing. You know, being stupid.
Right, but there's two more things that happened. So which happened first? Did Puffy Vest Guy happen first?
Puffy Vest Guy happened first.
Okay, so I'm dancing, finally feeling loose. And so I'm just
Right.
dancing and having fun. All of a sudden, I turn around, and there's this guy in a puffy vest, if you guys know what I mean. I think they're in style. I'm pretty sure, maybe.
Vests aren't in style usually.
For us,
ever.
they're not, but I think maybe they are for the young people. We'd have to ask Chaz.
I don't know. He looked
Puffy
like
vest.
a goon.
And
Anyway.
he grabbed my hand, and he started twirling me around and dancing with me. And every so often...
We were laughing.
And Jeff didn't get his video camera out. But every so often, he'd pull me in and pull my hand in and kiss it.
Yeah.
And then push me back out, twirl, like he was trying to, like, seduce me or something. Then his hands were on my butt, going up my side. He kissed me on my side of my, like, on my temple. No, not my temple. What's this right here?
That's your temple.
Okay, yeah, my temple area.
This is when you finally were going to say, okay, let's
So then,
push him away, kind of.
so then I'm like, all right, dude, this is enough. I think I did a couple more twirls with him. He got me on the hand one more time, and I went over to the side with Jeff, thinking I'm safe. Like, he knows I'm done. Like, I flirted with you for a minute. He was probably in his 20s, I would say.
Yeah, yeah.
I flirted with you for a minute.
And
it was
quite a bit to drink.
It was
I'm
fun.
sure.
We danced for a minute.
Right.
And now I'm done. I'm standing over here with my husband. Oh, no.
He would not stop.
No. He kept going towards me, trying to pull me out there again. So finally, I had to go to the bathroom to get away.
Yeah.
I was like, Jeff, I'm going to the bathroom. I had to get away from Puffy Vest Guy.
Puffy Vest Guy was over a little too much.
I wish you would have gotten... And I even looked over at Jeff one time when he was twirling me, and I was like, this is hilarious. Get your video camera out.
But my eyes were watering. I was laughing so
Everybody
hard.
was cracking up.
We're laughing.
Yeah. Crazy.
We were dancing.
People do funny things when they've had too much to drink, which I totally understand. Like, if he didn't
That was harmless, yeah.
Well, yeah, if he didn't have that much to drink, he would have probably never done that. And if he would have done it sober, I probably wouldn't have played into it.
Right.
Right? I wouldn't
Right.
have played into it because I thought, you're really into me, actually, and I don't need to give you that signal that it's okay.
Right.
But you're drunk. I was not drunk. I just had a drink, or 2 or 5, but I was not drunk. So then Jeff goes away, whatever, to get another drink. And so my friend Amy and I started dancing together.
Right.
Just like girls do. I mean, not a
Sure.
big deal. And so this guy, like how, it's a black guy. Can I just say that? A black guy came over.
Yeah, you can say
He
that.
was really loving it. And so he came over and kind of got in between us.
He did. He was having
And
fun.
she was in front of him. I was in back of him.
He was living it up.
We were having a
Living
good
his best
time.
life.
Jeff was there. And then Amy's husband, of course, is named Jeff as well. So the Jeffs were there. They were watching. They were seeing what was happening. So
And I like to entertain.
It was harmless. No big deal. So then Jeff and I guess thought it would be funny. Is like I moved away.
I moved you out of the way.
He moved me out of the way, not because he was mad or frustrated,
No,
but because we were going to play
I looked
this
at
guy.
everybody around it because our whole crew was like in a circle, like almost watching this, and I was like, "Hey, check this out," to everybody, and that's when I took you and I pulled you back, and then I got up behind him and I started dancing like I was Ange on him, like just like right up on him, just bumping with the music, and all up on him.
But wait, hold that thought. And then so I move out of the way and I go back and talk to his friends. So I'm talking to his friends who are foreign.
Right.
And they're laughing hysterically. But they're like, oh my gosh, is that your husband? And I said, yes. And he goes, dancing with him. And I was like, yes, that's my husband. And they go, is he mad? I was like, no. Does he look mad? He's having fun. And then I bumped heads with that guy. He was like, oh, I'm sorry. And so then we start in and on it together. We're all just having fun.
But that's when everybody was laughing. Like Virgil was doubled over. The other guy, I forget his name now. I don't know why.
Jeff?
No,
John?
Jeff was crying. Yeah,
John.
Jeff was crying. John, I don't know. The funny guy.
Brad?
No, the funny guy. I can't remember his name. I don't know.
Oh, Travis.
Travis was laughing. Everybody. So he noticed everybody laughing. And that's when he looked around at me and his eyes got huge. And I was just like, it's all right, bro. And I just, gave him, and then he got excited and he started dancing more.
I think he thought maybe he was in trouble, like, oh my gosh, I
He's like,
pissed
oh
this
God,
guy
was it?
off.
No,
but I was
fun.
over there talking to him since I was like, we are just having fun. And they were like, we are too. And so we all just had fun. It was that was a fun situation. But unlike
so
Puffy,
we had a good
that
time.
was fun
Yeah,
too, but-
Puffy Vest guy was.
So then we shut the place down. They make you leave, and when they shut it down, it's like you're going from like lights dim, kind of flashing lights, music loud, everybody dancing till like 2:00. House lights come on, music goes off. Everybody out!
Yeah,
Everybody out now!
They motivate you to get out.
I'm
of
like,
there.
okay, guess we gotta go. So we had to go out and get our Uber. We had to wait for our Uber, and then so then this is where I'm not drunk at all. Cannot drive, obviously, a little bit tipsy, and feeling good, totally fine. We walk across the street, wait for the Uber, and this is where I go from relax, I'm having a good time, to I have to go to mom mode now.
Right.
Because the girls that were with us, like I said, Virgil's daughter was with us. She was fine. She wasn't. But her friend, who just turned 21, I think a couple of months ago, was with us. So she's new to being out legally.
Right.
Well, legally.
Legally out.
Okay.
And clearly she didn't illegally drink very much.
So she is with us, and she's doing fine. She's talking to me. She's explaining her tattoos that she has and all this stuff. And Jeff's taking forever getting the Uber, which you think he'd be really good at it because he works for Uber. Like, I'm like, what's going on? Do you even Uber? I don't know what's happening. And all of a sudden, she has to sit on the floor. She gotta sit down. I gotta sit down. I'm like, cool.
It's that alcohol train, man. It showed up.
Sit down.
Bam.
So then we're waiting longer, and she's like, I don't feel good. And I said, oh gosh. So we get her up, and Virgil's daughter takes her back to these bushes, and she's kind of getting sick or whatever. So Kim walks over and kind of stands in front of her daughter and this girl getting sick. And then I hear the girl say, I gotta pee, and I'm gonna pee right now. And I'm like, oh gosh. And so as she's getting ready to do that, this group of young guys start walking, and they're like, "Oh gosh, is she peeing?" And I'm like, "Oh no." And so I look at him. I was like, "You need to just turn around." They were like, "Is she peeing?" I was like, "It's none of your business." And they kept looking. I was like, "I said, turn your head." Like, I had to get Mama. They're like, "Oh, we're sorry. We're sorry. We're so sorry." I was like, "Don't look back here again." And so, like, I go over with Kim, and we had to kind of, like, make a wall for her. And I'm like, "Kim, mom life." So she goes to bed. And then Kim's daughter was like, "I think I'll just go too since we're doing this." And so then she goes to the bathroom.
Oh, my gosh.
And we're standing there, and then her friend gets sick again. So I am literally walking this drunk 21-year-old girl to the car. And we had to walk.
And we had to stop.
Quite a ways.
And we had to stop again. And then we had to stop again.
Oh, we
she kept having
Ubered to our
puke.
car. That's right. And then Kim drove us home.
Right.
Yeah, and we had to stop multiple times along the way so she could throw up. Then I had to pick her up off the floor. I had to hold her hair back. I don't know this girl.
Right.
But I was just in mom mode. And that's just what moms do for other kids when it needs to be done. We got her to the car. We got her home. She's fine. But it's funny how you can go from feeling like tipsy and like a little bit loopy to like, "Oh my gosh, I have to be sober right now for this kid." And I did.
The same way she went from having a conversation with me totally normal to can't walk and puke.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like we're walking out of there and
Yeah,
she's
it's
talking.
crazy.
We're like, "Hey, yeah, blah, blah, blah."
It happens
And then all of a
that
sudden,
fast.
bam, somebody turned her legs off.
Yep.
And the puke on.
That's
And it's
exactly
just
what
like,
happened.
Like in a 45-second span, she goes from laughing and chatting
Yep.
and walking to not being able to walk.
Yep. That's how fast it happens. It's happened to me before, though.
Yeah, I mean that's the problem though, because she was having lots of drinks and lots of shots.
Yeah, so
that's the problem there.
Yeah. So anyway.
But anyway.
So it was a good weekend. Then we got up this morning. Surprisingly, we felt pretty good. Just a teeny bit
Yeah,
of a
it felt
headache.
good.
We drove home, and that was it. That was the weekend. And Jeff gets to turn around right in a few hours tomorrow morning and fly out to
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. So hopefully we'll do a podcast via this app we have
Right.
to be able to do it that way.
Yeah, we can do one.
So we'll do that. But anyway, it was a good weekend. I'm glad that we got to get away, but it just went so fast.
It went really fast. It was a lot of fun. Good
Yeah.
friends, good times.
Yep, so hopefully we'll get away soon. Again.
I hope so.
That's all I got. Do we have any more stories? Did we miss any stories?
If we do, we'll bring them up on the next podcast.
We'll circle back around. Well, one podcast we need to talk about what horrible road rage you have.
Me?
Yes.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, we'll talk about that another
Yeah,
time.
let's
Okay.
do that.
All right, bye.